Welcome back to the Jason Reuter Coaches Show this week here on Bear TV, talking to Coach Reuter, and also one of our seniors, Alexis Barnes, is going to join us here today for a discussion. Coach, let's go back. We left here last week with some big games coming up, two big district games. You took care of business over Cleveland High School last Tuesday. Walker Valley came in here Friday night, took care of business there. You had a tough game right before those two with Meigs County over there at Meigs, an overtime game we pulled out there. Meigs came in last night, and we had a really good game. I thought one of the better games we played all year overall, with everybody contributing and just playing cohesively as a team, and things that really turned out well. And that's a mighty good Meigs team, make no mistake about it. They're a strong AA team that could go deep in the postseason, starting 5 juniors, and Coach Powell's got it going over there again, seems like.
They are a good team. They're very aggressive. They're a little undersized compared to us, but they play hard. They played maybe the toughest schedule I've seen them play in a while. That's why they have several losses. They played Oak Ridge twice. They've lost to Upperman in overtime.
Played Granger.
Granger. They've lost to us twice. So kudos for Coach Powell.
They can go deep in the postseason, looks like.
Their goal is to get to Murfreesboro, but they've got it's just like us. They've got a tough road to get there, but they could very well be in the AA state tournament. They're in the mix. It would not be a Cinderella story for them to get there.
No.
But our kids played well last night. We made a few adjustments and stuck to our game plan, and I think you saw the height advantage and kids getting the ball where we practiced to get the ball against Meigs County, and it worked to our advantage, and I'm very proud of their effort last night. Great effort overall.
Well, the thing I noticed about them was their height deficit against us. Of course, we're bigger than almost any team that we play right now. The little Stone girl, the point guard, little blonde-headed girl, Jacelyn Stone, she is quicker than a hiccup there, and she could penetrate. You give her a sliver of daylight, and she was going in there, and she's a good little ball player, I thought. But
absolutely, yeah. She could help any team in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, you mentioned that we had the previous broadcast there. We're shooting right now. We shot 65, I think, % last night overall as a team, and we had a lot of big edge on offensive rebounds versus their rebounding edge. And when you get a lot of rebounds, you can get those easy shots, and they push your percentage up there. But the bigs inside, including Alexis Barnes here with Walker and Mahoney in there, it's tough to defend against that. If they do their job and get in, box out like they should, you should dominate the boards almost every game, you think.
Well, I mean, that's our game plan. It doesn't always go as you plan. You have to have, certainly you had to have a style of play. I think a team that doesn't have a style of play or an identity are going to have a lot of rough nights. But we have our style of play right now is to get the ball to our post and take open jump shots. I've said it before, here with the Bearette program, we don't want to make tough shots.
Right.
We want to make open shots.
Yeah.
And there's an old philosophy that the team that gets the most easy shots usually wins. Not always. Well, you could miss. You've seen those nights where a team misses 8 or 9 easy shots.
Yeah.
But
we've had their own.
Yeah, we've had our own. But we're shooting a high percentage right now because we're getting better looks closer to the basket with mismatches. I think that don't think we can't shoot the 3. I think we have people that can do that. The defense gets to dictate how they guard you.
Right.
And you're going to see more and more people try to take our inside game away. But then, now if you do that, now the jump shot becomes open. And between Camry Mayo and Anna Walker and Alexis hit a 3 last night, and Jemiah Williams, and maybe Kelsey Carmen can knock one down, or Amelia Reuter, or Ashlyn Cretton, and now you see a young freshman, Sloan Carpenter, who
she came in quite well last night.
The change of the lineup, you see a girl now who's getting an opportunity, and I think it'll be a work in progress, but I think these girls, these seniors, and the rest of us know Sloan can help us and give Jemiah a break.
Well, and they know what to do once they go in there. Jemiah's doing extremely well at the point guard position. Alexis, you're one of the seniors were honored last night.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. We
you.
talked on the radio a little bit there. How's it been to be a Bearette for the last 4 years for you?
It's been, the only thing I can say is that it's been a family. It's been a ride. I've met so many great people that I'll never forget throughout the past 4 years, and I'm not ready to end it yet. We're not ending anytime soon.
That's not our last home game last night.
No,
That's
we
what
still
we're
got
counting
2.
on there. And also the fact the fact that being a Bearette, you got to travel quite a bit. You know, you guys
Yeah.
went out to Arizona last year. You went down to Florida this year. Played some of the strongest tournaments in the country. And done quite well there. 2 out of 3 this year, 3 out of 4 last year. I don't know what more you could ask for, but that competition is what, you know, grinds it into you and helps you see where you need to improve at, I guess.
Yeah.
And how tall are you now? You're about a 6 footer, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
5'11". Well, that's pretty good there. Big wins in the district, still unbeaten the district coach with a 2-game lead. Your nearest competitor, who you've beaten twice. It's not 100% locked in, but it's getting there close. And you got a tough game tonight. You got to go to McMinn County. And you mentioned last night you're probably going to see a zone defense against you up there.
We anticipate that, but I got a recent film where they've played a little more man-to-man, but I think he'll zone us because that's what he did here, and that's what he's done most of the year. But I think he was all zone, and he's slowly progressing into some man-to-man. He manned East Ham last time, but we're a different type team. I think he'll zone us, but we have a short turnaround. I don't want to sound like I'm bemoaning up here about the turnaround. You know, McMinn did not play last night, and McMinn's got a dangerous team. And I know you look at our district record that you printed off here. They're in 4th place, but
it's a huge game for them.
But you know, this is. I know it's hard for these young kids to grasp this. McMinn County, to them, McMinn Central's their biggest rival, and we're probably number 2. And
no doubt.
I don't know that these. No offense to McMinn County, I don't know that this generation feels that way. There's even talk they may move their senior night to tonight, even though they play Megs next week. So maybe for some extra motivation. They're a dangerous team. I've said this, and I'll go on record and say it. They're the best 3-point shooting team, I believe, in the district.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, with the little freshman guard I've seen her hit 6 threes on film in a game.
So you're thinking they're going to throw the ball up from long range?
I think they'll take any opportunity they can to shoot the 3. Yes, and we've got to get a hand up over the ball, and it's still a low percentage shot. You know, it's not a high percentage shot, but we have to contest it and guard it. And we don't have any. We're leaving today at 2:05 to go play a 3:30 JV game, and Alexis and all the varsity girls will be on that bus. Okay. There's no practice time, so we have to just.
Last night was practice for you.
Well,
sort of.
You know, you don't have time to go over their sets.
Right.
When they give this signal, number 2, this is the play they're going to run. Now, we played them on January the 10th, but I don't know how much of that retained over till now, okay? Yeah. I've watched film last night, but I'm not going to make one shot or get one rebound. And I asked them to watch the first half. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
So of course she's going to say yes. No.
But when we get out there, it's still going to be basketball. We're going to be the favorite, there's no doubt, but they are a dangerous team. They've lost to Cleveland by 5. They lost to East Ham by 7. They lost to Ray County by 2.
Ray's mighty good.
Yeah, I'm not talking about all these games at Athens now. They lost their last game. They lost at Cookville by 2, and Cookville's no slouch. I mean, they don't know. You know, they're trying to win that district, but it'll be a great challenge for us. I think our kids will respond, but you know that if it was easy, everybody'd do it, Gary. So we're going to go on the road tonight, and we're going to try to keep this thing rolling, and I think our kids are slowly just increasing their capacity a little bit every game and getting just a little bit better every game.
Well, you've had a lot of gut-wrenching close games. You've had overtime games on the road. You've had 3 losses, a couple of those here at home, one down in Florida there. But games like that are really prepare you for what lies ahead when you get into the district and in the region, and the sub-state and state. You're going to see teams that are all good when you get to that point. So district's going to happen starting the 19th up at Walker Valley. We'll have our district meeting next Wednesday the 12th, sort of figure out the seedings as best they can at that point. Still a game or 2 left, I guess, to play. Walker Valley and Cleveland's a big game. They'll be on the 14th. That's 2 days after our district meeting. But right now you're in control. And Alexis, as one of 4 seniors, was last night, was it a meaningful game to you? I mean, you can't get out there and think, well, I'm a senior, I hate this to be my last home regular season game, because we know we can come back here. That's what we're counting on anyway. But it's got to be a special night for you to be honored and recognized, and your family come out there with you.
Yeah, it's definitely a special night, and having just the crowd back us up, because for 4 years we've had the same crowd, the same people come and support us,
Yeah.
because we have very loyal fans. And I know that the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, they played extra hard last night because we're a team, and they wanted to give us a special night.
Coach, one final question before we close out here. You have a daughter that played in her senior year last night, and that's the second daughter. Rebecca, of course, graduated in 2014, and then now you got Amelia coming along here. Millie, we call her. To you as a head coach and as a father on senior night, that special meaning to you last night, of course, I guess?
It is. I mean, you get, being a coach, you miss a lot of things with your kids as they're growing up. I'm not looking for any sympathy. I'm just telling you that's just the way it is.
Yeah. A lot of people
I got into girls coaching because I had 2 daughters. I was Kent Smith's assistant here, and I moved over to the girls, and I started coaching AAU basketball when Rebecca was a 5th grader. They didn't have a local team, and I had a couple parents approach me, and I molded over, and I ended up doing it. So it's funny how God's putting you in position you don't even know it. He was molding me and shaping me back then. I had no idea that I'd be the head Bearettes coach. No idea. Was not even on my ambition list. But as time went on, things evolved, and I've been blessed to have both my daughters here with me at Bradley Central. Bradley Central has provided me an opportunity to help provide for my family and raise my family and be with them. And Alexis is part of this class. We spent a lot of time together before we ever got to Bradley High.
Yeah.
And she's like a surrogate daughter, I guess.
Well, all these girls, it's you're probably, let's face it. I mean, you're a little closer to the girls that are in your daughter's class because they've
hung out your house.
Yeah, some of them been at my house, and they go out to eat together. They're in the same class together. There's no way around that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm blessed, man, to have both my daughters play here for me, and I'd recommend anyone who does it. I would recommend to enjoy it. Time flies by quick. I would recommend you leave basketball on the court and not take it home with you, and that's my best advice.
There you go. Well, you said you had no ambition to be the girls' coach, but in your 10th year, 286 wins against only 36 losses. I'd say you made a pretty good decision, been pretty successful. State title, championship, you're wearing a state championship ring like I got on right here today. The girls got that, the coaches got that.
A lot of good players, Gary. The girls deserve the credit. I've had a lot of good players, and I've been lucky enough to, I'm not going to deny we work really hard, but one thing all good people with good records and championships, and they all got one thing in common. Some may be tall, some may be short, some may be whatever, but they all have good players, and I'm not going to apologize for that. We've had really good players, and I think we've worked really hard, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
We got a lot of work to do. I'm enjoying it just as much now as I ever have, and as long as I got kids like this that are coachable, that will run through the wall for each other. There's no losers. When you got people to do that, there's no losers, no matter what the final score says.
Somebody may score more points than you, but you never.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. So we just got to knock on wood, stay healthy, and keep on fighting.
All right. Well, having said that, that sounds like a good time to end this week's show. Coach, we appreciate you being here. Alexis Barnes, thank you for being here. Congratulations on the senior night last night, the presentation. Until next week, this is Gary Ownbey saying so long for now. God bless, and go Bears.